Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kat. Today's video is my favorite video every quarter of the year, and that is a TBR video. So I'll be doing my TBR for April, May, and June. We are now in the warmer climate. The sun is out, the flowers are growing, everyone's happy, everyone's smiling. Usually the type of books I like to read kind of reflect that. We'll see what I'm in the mood for because I read some pretty good books. I started some really good series the last 3 months and I want to continue them. I'm going to have a random number generator pick the number of books I'll be reading. I have decided to go between 8 to 15 books. I feel like that's a sweet spot for me. So I have my laptop here. I'm going to generate the number of books we'll be reading. Okay, we got 13 books. So I will go ahead and choose 13 books and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my 13 books ready to show. I'm going to start off with a book that's been on a million TBRs, and that is A Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is a book that I've put on plenty of TBRs. It is one that I really want to get to. I do not know what is stopping me, but I hope that nothing stops me in the next 3 months because I really do want to get to this book. I feel like this summertime, the springtime weather is the time to read this book. I feel like it's calling to me this time around, so hoping that I can get to this. And for those who don't know, this is the exploration of the life and the relationship between Hercules and Patroclus. I heard that it is just so beautiful and lyrically written. I have read a few excerpts from this book and it is very poetic. I would love to get to this book, hopefully sometime soon. And then after that I have City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. This is the third book in the Immortal Instruments. I am slowly trying to make my way through this book series only because I've heard, and a lot of us have heard, that Cassandra Clare is now writing, and I think she's releasing the first book of the final trilogy in the Mortal Instruments world. It still feels like an end of an era because I do remember when these books were so popular and a lot of people reading them, and it was just all the hype and all the rage. It just feels like it's coming to an end, and there's a little bit of sadness, a little bit of melancholy around that. Then I have Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen. I read Just Listen by Sarah Dessen a few years ago. It caused me to have a meltdown, which sent me to therapy. It was a whole situation. But it's a book that was so personal to me. It is a book that hit home. It hit a little too close to home. I really liked it though. I really enjoyed it. I remember when a lot of girls in my classes when I was younger read Sarah Dessen. She was a very popular author back then, especially with the female readers. I'm just getting to these books. I felt like Just Listen really resonated with me, and I'm hoping that Lock and Key also resonates with me. What is a TBR without a Heartstopper book? So I have Heartstopper Volume 3. The final volume is set to release, I believe, mid-year, and I am not looking forward to that. I think a lot of us fans are really sad, but we are very excited to see the conclusion of these graphic novels. We're excited to see the conclusion of Nick and Charlie. I hope Alice Oseman decides to do like a spin-off graphic series because that would be really cool, but yeah, this is the end of the Heartstopper era. Then I have a book that I had on my last TBR, but I unfortunately didn't get to, and that is Final Girls by Riley Sager. I feel like when it is summer, springtime, thrillers are the best books to read. I don't know why. I love watching and reading thriller, mystery books during this time of the year. It's just something about it being like nice and beautiful outside while you're cracking up a very horror thriller book that's just full of gruesomeness. Then I have The Great Vampiric Deception by Jolene Getler. This has also been on a couple TBRs. Is set in a world where humans and vampires coexist. They kind of live their lives normally around each other, and they even get into relationships and all that kind of stuff. We're following Victoria, who suffered an abusive relationship with a vampire, so she starts her own vampire victim support group for other people who've also been in terrible relationships with vampires. I have heard that the vampires are not the main center of this book. They're more so in the background. We are focusing on the victims and their stories, and I hear it's just a very emotional experience. I don't really know what to expect, but I have a feeling that this is a really good one, and I'm hoping that it is. I have Water Moon by Samantha Sotomayor. I have also put this book on plenty of TBRs. I am hoping to get to it this time around. I believe it's about a pawn shop and our main character Hana. She is now the new owner of this pawn shop, which I believe is like a magical, mystical pawn shop. On her first day as a new owner, she discovers that her father is missing, so she now has to go on this journey or this quest to find her father. Something about reading a magical book during the warmer season, it just feels perfectly aligned. This book's dust jacket is so cool. This is the inside of the dust jacket, and you can actually fold this so it becomes a boat. Here are the instructions of how to fold the dust jacket. So I thought that was so cool, and also just the naked cover is so gorgeous and so magical looking. I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and this is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is another one of those popular books that a lot of people have read. I remember seeing it all over BookTube. I believe this book is about Evelyn Hugo, who is a celebrity. She hires a reporter named Monique to talk about her life and to finally spill all the secrets of her time being a famous celebrity, why she left show business, and her scandalous life. I heard that it's a really good book. It's one of Taylor Jenkins Reid's best books. A lot of people just seem to really connect with it, so I'm hoping that I also have a similar experience. I did start Assassin's Blade, and I made a whole reading vlog on it. I really enjoyed it, so naturally I want to continue my Throne of Glass series. So here I have Throne of Glass, the first book, and then Crown of Midnight, the second book. I'm putting both of these books on this TBR because I have a feeling that I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to want to pick up the next book right away. I really did like Assassin's Blade. I love the way it was written. The first book is the weakest in the series. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. But once you get to the second book, this is where it really starts and picks up. So that's why I also have both of these books on the TBR. I'm really excited to see where Selena, I keep calling her Selena goes, and her journey continuing on into the series. I also have Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have not read anything by Emily Henry. I must be the only person on the planet who has not read anything by this author because she is a very popular author and she's written quite a few books. So I have a lot to catch up with. I mean, Beach Read, come on, like, it's in the title. This is the perfect summer book. I have heard that it is not really a light and fluffy book. There's heavier themes talked about in this book. It's very emotional. We take a deep dive into these characters' backstories and their traumas. Even though that's the case, I don't mind. I still want to read something by Emily Henry. I think I have like 2 or 3 other books by her sitting on my shelf, so I just need to get to this author. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get to these books. I have volumes 2 and 3 of Ballad of Sword and Wine. So this is volume 2 and this is volume 3. Oh my god, guys. I have enjoyed the first volume so much. Holy hell, it's something I did not know I needed. I'm so glad I bought these books. I know I'm going to enjoy it, which is why I put both of these books on the TBR, because similar to Throne of Glass, after I pick up volume 2, I'm going to want to dive right into volume 3. I already know it. I know myself. I really enjoyed it so much. It is the perfect book, and I will talk about it more in my wrap-up. A few honorable mentions. These 2 books I'm going to be reading just kind of in between the books on my TBR and just kind of like in the background. The first one is Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I am still reading this book. I am on page 318 out of like 500 something. So not really close to getting to the end, but at least a little past the halfway point. And the other one is Devotions by Mary Oliver, which is a collection of her poems. I want to read this. I want to read all of this during this season. I just feel like it's perfect. I love Mary Oliver's poetry because a lot of it is very nature-esque, very nature-based, and it's just something that I can resonate with. I really feel it deep in my soul when I read her poems, and so this is definitely one that I want to read and just feel more immersed in the springtime weather. I by no means want to go through this very quickly. I do want to take my time and read them and just absorb the words of Mary Oliver. Alrighty guys, so that's all I have for my TBR. Please let me know if you've read any of these books on the list and what your thoughts were. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. Please take care of those around you. Remember, you matter, so please do take care of your mental health now more than ever. I will see you guys next time. Bye!